crack of dawn, Monday morning coffee, strong pouring everything you got into a paycheck Friday night. You're a power stroke, diesel backhoe riding, king of beers, 18-wheeler driving, living life in between the lines of clocking in and quitting time. Then the six-string circus comes to town. We hang them speakers over the crowd.
When the lights come on, everybody screaming. What's going on, guys? Okay. Jason, member for 9 months. Welcome in, bud. Thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Morning, guys. It's Swanee. Yep. Helps when the machine's on. I've heard it helps when the machine is on. We're just gonna leave that a little bit. It'll be fine. 21 months. Nice. Yeah, let's get bucked up. You guys know it. Getting everything settled in. We are going to be chopping corn for the day, or at least that's going to be the main task. We're getting some feed for the cattle. A lot of stuff going on outside of life right now. Just not fully in it, but we got to get you guys some fun. And when I have fun, you guys have fun. We're all going to have some fun. That is just stuff outside of work, not going too hot. But that's all right. You guys don't need to worry about that. Hang on. Let me get myself started out here. Here we go. We're figuring it out, maybe. Yes, we are good. All right. Hey, Devon. Welcome in, bud. It has actually nothing to do with Grant, so not too bad. Could be better, but you know what? If the worst of the problems that I got right now are what I got, then we're doing all right. Got enough of them? Nice. Love watching videos. I appreciate that. Morning. Welcome, guys. Welcome in. I know there's a patch mission there. I forgot to turn it on. Gotta love auto steer. I know, right? Morning, guys. We got 141 of you all. That is awesome. That was Jason Aldean's Lights Come On. You guys are listening to 3800 The Buck. We're going to have Alabama with Born Country taking us into the second song of our stream. It is Saturday morning. We're chopping silage. How you doing? How's your day? I hope I will be going to Husker Harvest. Yes. Yes, I am using both auto steer and GPS, like auto steer and the follow me. Nice.
Family ties run deep in this and I'm never very far from what I am. I was born country, and that's what I'll always be. Like the rivers and the woodlands, wild and free. I got 100 years.
You got to turn this thing around. I've kind of found out a system on how to do this.
I was born country, and this country's what I love.
Oh, wrong line. It's been interesting there, Devon. Mowing lawns, nice. 136, wow. The problem with doing live streams on stuff like the old school is I do not have content that would be set up to do on that. For like this, we have a bunch of corn chopping and the hay work. Old school, I have like nothing besides contracts. So that's the only dilemma. I am a John Deere guy. Doing decent, doing decent. I don't know, it was something about Sweden, but yeah. Well, that's because I converted that. I did a mock-up of a trailer at 22. Somebody made that trailer in 19. I converted it to 22, made a smaller version. That's my own private convert. It is a good song, John. North American farming, nice. I'm hoping that kind of brings back some of the liveliness of that. Squad Farm's kind of been on a little bit of, I don't even know how you would want to call it. It kind of has been slacking, but it's just kind of hard to find content on that. Well, with the new map, that's definitely going to spark some new viewers, as well as that dairy cattle's kind of the industry I've worked with the most in this game, other than the row crop. It's going to take a while to harvest this field. South Africa, nice. I need to get a bigger trailer. I'm just working with what I got. I had to do a whole low boy swap this morning. I skipped ahead to the next day, so that silo's done fermenting. The other one's at like 88%. Alabama, that is a great band, yes. And coming up next is going to be Lee Bryce. We are going to the parking lot party. Remember, if you guys do want to check out 3800 The Buck, you can find it on Spotify. You can literally just search up 3800 The Buck in Google, or you can check it out on the website. But we got the little blower that we load into our big harvester bin, and that'll convert this to silage. So much more efficient than the bunker silos. And once I can get that stuff sold off, I'm pretty much just gonna get rid of it. Ah, shoot. I tipped it too far. Dang it. Hang on. It worked, and hold up. There we go. Now it's dumping. I think. Alright, now we gotta get this line back up. Dang it, I real screwed this up. The blower, yes, that is a mod, and you can drive it around. I don't remember exactly where it came from, but I think it was maybe King Mods. I just gotta get this stuff set back up again, because I broke it. Hey, Mom. My mom's here now. That's earliest I think you've been in one of these. Why you not dumping? Oh, there it goes. Dang it, I did it. Okay, that's got to be about as straight on as that can be. Sorry, guys, I'm not answering anything at the moment. I'm trying to get my situation figured out here. This was working flawless earlier. Love Farmo? Nice, I like that one as well. Excited for peanut harvest? Dude, that was a pretty fun experience. It's going to be a long one. Luke, thank you for that $5, bud. That ATV trailer is private. It's my own private convert. There we go. Now it's working. But I appreciate that $5. I really, really do. Now, guys, if you never do have to gift anything, that is completely up to you. We do not monetize any of the streams because, quite frankly, I just like sitting here for an hour and a half just hanging out with you guys. So if you want to help support the channel, you are more than welcome to do that, but it is never required. Jake, I think, is just doing other stuff outside of YouTube. I don't know. He's kind of hard to get a hold of sometimes. I like the Wisconsin map. Apparently, there's been quite a few changes since I last played on it, and I almost couldn't release the video because of said changes, but I got the go-ahead because, well, what basically was changed on the majority of the spectrum is the colors of the buildings, but I heard some farms got completely reorganized and things were changed and railroads were added. It was a railroad that I was thinking. It is a railroad. At some point, maybe a throwback will be in there, but it is not anywhere near on the schedule right now. The channel has shown what it wants to have watched, and if I have two people that want a throwback, that cannot justify making one, sadly. We are playing Farm Sim 25. I'm going to run over the corn because I am not coming back to get that. I'm not about to fix that. But once we get enough silage, we're pretty much just going to custom harvest out the rest of this, because I had an epiphany. What I could technically do is just custom harvest out the rest of this as corn so I can get straw bales, because this has the corn stalk bales, and that counts as straw. And I'm gonna need straw, but I can't have it in big amounts, so I'm gonna get a square baler and make small squares to throw into the mixer. The AI can, but I don't know, I haven't tried it again. When I originally tried it, it just sat there. It did nothing. So I just kind of been resorting to this system. Well, I know Kingman and I wanted to do some stuff, but communications have just not really been my greatest thing right now. And I don't want to waste his time since his schedule is a lot less available than mine. Alright, hang on here. Hang on. Daryl! Stop it! Okay, get out of here, Daryl. This is the one downside to follow me. Oh, I do not like it. Okay, now we're figuring it out. You gotta keep going there, buddy. Okay, now we're figuring it out. It was funny. Favorite mod? I don't necessarily know. I don't really have one. He does have beef with the chopper, apparently. Indiana, well, welcome in. Mr. A, that's all right. Well, just welcome back. The 50-20 will not be added. Guys, there's no John Deere in American farming. Would I like to see it? Absolutely. But the 50-20 probably ain't going to be the one, even if it was added. It'd be the 40-20, if anything. Well, John Deere ain't in the game, so no 50-20 will exist. We've been harvesting for 12 minutes. I know, right? Yeah, guys, map is on this. Map is literally on your screen. It's the top part of the top part in the middle. I am a Zach Brown kind of guy, Zach Brown man. Well, you see, the only reason I have said trailer is I had the forage wagons, and I think they were either Meyer or no, they were Forage Kings. And I wasn't able to unload very fast, and I had the bunker silos at the time. So now it's like I probably could have / should have just stuck with those, and then used the bunker and used the harvester bin. So it was kind of my own fault. And now I just have to use this trailer since I have no money. Hey, Brayton! Wait. Brayton Farms. Thank you for that $10, bud. I do appreciate that. Now we gotta get this figured out. But hang on. When I'm not talking, I can do this transition pretty seamlessly. Okay, now we're good. There we go. I think we got it now. Yeah. See, I can do my job. I can do this job. Well, that's not my thing. I'm not in that division. I do not. No. I do not hunt at all. Not my thing. We're gonna harvest for it. We are gonna be harvesting for the 2 hours. Super Trucks, thank you for that 99-cent super chat from Canada. I was trying to say Canada and Canada at the same time, didn't work. But thank you guys, I really do appreciate. Gift membership. So that's just randomly selected. If somebody is to gift memberships, that is randomly selected. I think it might maybe go to people that interact more or gift more. That might be how it more or less works, but for my knowledge, it's just completely randomly selected. Not too late, not too late. Well, we're going to be about an hour and a half, so it's already almost 15 minutes in, so about an hour and 15 minutes. I can speed this thing up. I'm trying to read comments and make sure I can stay on top of stuff. Does that make sense? Holy cow, we're already full again. I'm so tempted to try the AI again for the combine, but last time it was just a complete mess. How do you gift a membership? You have to go to when you're gonna buy, like sending a super chat. I think you can just send a membership. Like you could gift the memberships instead. I'm not exactly sure how that works. If you want to ask someone like David, if he pops in, he gifted memberships all the time. We also have Brad, and then I think it was Josh one time. I don't remember who the other one was. From Maine. Where are we all coming? We got 242 people in here, only 68 likes. You got to hit. Farmer Kid, welcome to the Uncle Buck supporter. And Super Trucker with another $2.79 Canadian. Thank you, bud. But where are we coming from? So I'm Buck. I'm from the state of Nebraska. I'm on the eastern side where the actual people are. Yeah, I don't hunt. It's not my thing. This is not my thing. Tractor? I don't know. I like an 8410T. Like, basically, Grant's tractor on tracks looks really cool. But I also just am not a huge track guy. I just bought this because it was cheap. And it was also kind of the, change it up. Australia, Nebraska, Montana, Southern Illinois. Nice. I gotta get out for some odd reason. It doesn't dump when you're in it. Oh, yeah, there you go. Someone just said what it was. New York, Georgia, South Africa, Carolina, Georgia, Maine, Iowa, Florida, Ohio. Nice. We got them all around the Midwest. What's this weather pattern, though? We've been having consistent rain the last few weeks. I'm not really complaining, but it's just kind of awkward to see this amount of rain or storms coming through at this point in the year. Look at all them. Look at all them places. We're going worldwide with this one. We got Australia. We got Canada. We got South Africa. I mean, we're going all the way around. Hertfordshire. There's a big one. Thank you for that. 5. I think it's British pounds. A Massey Ferguson. I don't make mods like those anymore. I'm not I make my own mods if I need it for a video and I can't find it and I know how to jerry-rig something together. That's kind of how I do modding anymore. And I don't do custom projects for anybody at all. I don't even have enough time to mod my own stuff, hardly. That's why some of those projects you see, I have to take some extra time to throw them together to make it work, like the lift system for the public works. I had to throw that together in, I think, like 2 days so I could have it for recording. I know it's also been hot. It's kind of been cooling off a little bit with these storm cells, but for the most part, it's been hot and wet, and that is weird for this time of year. Well, I don't know how to help you on that one. Yes. And a clean car wash in Australia. Hey, that's the way to do it. All right, well, let's try the AI worker. I'm tempted to see if he would work. What are you doing? What are you doing? You don't need to see, this is why I never used it. This is why I never used the AI. Unless I started the field with the AI, good luck ever getting it to actually do what you want. Is it gonna try and catch something on the end? Guarantee it's gonna try and catch something on the end row. Yeah, that's a no-go on the AI. So sadly we ain't using the AI. We're just gonna chop ourselves. Elm Creek, yes, I did see that 20. You need anti-clean in Australia? You do need to get anti-clean in Australia. Well, hello. Probably not. Nothing against it. It's just it's not a style of content that, one, I technically enjoy, but two, I don't think the audience would receive it as well. Because I have a very heavily Americanized market for content. It's definitely interesting. There's a lot of great maps for it and super good detail, but I don't think it's what my audience is going to look for. This is a great song. West Virginia. What we're driving right now, it doesn't necessarily matter what number, but the Kloss Jaguar has always been my favorite corn chopper. Oh, this is not gonna end well. I'm gonna have to go around the tree. Just make sure he's set way wide. Oh no, I screwed it up. Dang it. Alright, we'll just set it up. I would love to go to Australia because there is... Oh, okay. Maybe I didn't screw up. Good job, AI. Well, maybe. No, this map is not crossplay. Well, it might be. No, it is not. This is not a console mod or console map in the slightest. Nah. We got to get to 250 likes if we want to get Red Solo Cup. So if everybody in the chat, if literally everybody right now hit the like button, we would be, what is it, 5 away? Oh, no, if everybody did, we'd get it right now. Yeah, not doing anything on Elm Creek. It's a good map, don't get me wrong, but I have no use. I have no use to go on Elm Creek. I already have enough series going as is, and we're going to be adding Nebraska at some point, too, once a good map comes out. We're not singing! I'm not singing! I don't want to sing. You got a new phone? Oh, absolutely. You guys need Andy Clean everywhere. 8100? Nate found the original, I did my own little work to it. And then I converted the 840 front loader that's on the front of it. You can get 25. The mods are starting to come out. It depends on if you're on console or PC. If you're on console, I definitely would, because again, the mods are starting to come out, but you're taking the risk on the amount that you could be using on 22. PC, hands down, get the new one. I do not do karaoke. Well, I've done it before, but it's more of a, because people are like, you should just go up there and do it for the fun of it, and we'll just laugh at you while you do it. Because I actually, like, half decently can somewhat sing, but I just choose not to. Because there are some songs that I would love to be able to sing, and I'm not going to do those songs like that. Get Andy Clean, so that is depending on where you are at. Ah. Hang on, he's got to turn himself around. You should use course play? Yeah, that is a mod that I have yet to ever figure out how it works, and I am not about to try and do it. You go into this wonderful thing called the in-game mod hub, and you check latest mods, and it's like the first one. Dang it. Where'd my cart go? There he is. Come back here. That's the one downside to follow me, is that it's great, it works fantastic, but sometimes it's a little buggy. I'm also trying to do way too much, but I'm not about to send this combine all the way around just so I can do this. Okay, we need 5. And 2. Bigger farm. This farm is relatively decent size, but it's more or less old stuff. I'm trying to work on upgrading so I can be a little bit bigger. Console mod? I don't really know. I don't really look at the difference between cross-play mods and regular mods because I'm on PC. Possibly that Challenger, but you guys can't get the one that says cat on the hood. I have the one that says cat on the hood. Probably not anytime soon. Bucked Up Stables just did not do very well on the channel, and I just don't see that good for business to continue something that's not gonna bring in the return. Very nice. Very nice, Swanee. We're hoping that it'll be within the next few weeks. Just gonna track that. Haha. Leave it for the deer. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make this a little bit easier to work on. I don't feel like I'm gonna chop the whole field because we have a lot of corn. We have a lot of corn ground when it comes to silage work. Ray County, Missouri is to my knowledge. I have no idea what Nate's doing. They're harvesting corn, nice. Brian, thank you for another $20 on there. Can you get on that pedal tractor? We're gonna bring the pedal tractor into this. How dare you? I really do appreciate that $20 there, bud. We might. We could. Should we get on the pedal tractor? Oh, I misjudged that. Possibly 25? There we go. Yes, I did see Kingman made a return. Grant definitely said there's a chance I'm going to be helping this fall. They got more acres than they had previously. Let's actually check our silo. Alright, fine. We'll get on the pedal tractor. But I gotta see what my harvester bin's doing first. Where's it at? That's contracts. And that's moisture. We're gonna be sitting here for a little bit. Oh, never mind. Okay. That's not what I'm looking for. Where's the production? There it is. 70,000. We are working our way with almost 50,000 liters of silage. That's what I like to see. Alright, let's go sit on the pedal tractor. We got a problem, people. We lost the axle. I broke the tractor. I lost the front axle. I'm gonna need everybody to hit the like on that one. If you haven't subbed yet, that's basically what happens on this channel on the regular. Broke the axle. Don't hurt my back. I've done worse. I have no idea when the new series is going to start. I'm hoping that it'll start within the next few weeks, or at least the next 2 weeks. I can't confirm any of that, but that's kind of what we're trying to shoot for. All right, yep, we, Yes, definitely, Devon, definitely. Jerry is back. He's chilling. He's chilling right there. I'm going to put my Andy Clean poster back up. That's still sitting in my parade float looking thing, the signboard. Hey, Harris, welcome in. We could be better in the outside of work spectrum, but if we're doing good. Okay. No, I don't. I mean, I like NASCAR, but I don't really watch it. I would love to have gone to like older NASCAR races, or I would go to sprint modifieds or UMPs, dirt track racing, but just not a huge fan of modern day NASCAR. Mrs. is doing good. There we go. Loaded. A new crop? Oh, I guess I did. I don't know. Wait, what? Hold on. I can pause? Oh. I didn't know I can pause them. Right shift, control, H. Aha. I didn't know that was a thing. Hey, that's all right, Max. You take care of it. Thank you for that $2, bud. I really do appreciate that. The dirt bike racer? Nice. Yes, we are going to have a Wisconsin dairy farm series. I didn't even notice that when I was looking at it. They're also changing things about the map. I got clearance to use. That was a very early test version. It's been updated since that video. Like, literally, I got done recording, sent the footage off to be edited, and I got a notification on my phone that, hey, the version was updated. So the map's completely changed now. I'm like, that'd have been nice to know. You guys got to get us to 250 likes if you want to do Red Solo Cup. You guys got to remember this. We got our like goal. 250 likes get us Toby Keith's Red Solo Cup. Gets us the Red Solo bucket action out here. It's half over. It's not over. It's half over. 2 days away. But if you guys want to go and do yourselves a favor, if you haven't noticed it yet, we are wearing the brand new Bucked Up hat, courtesy of Farm Focus. It's been on the market for a little bit, but I haven't had my own, like, copies of them to be able to show off. But hooked up with Farm Focus on that, so if you guys want to check out the merchandise, you can go check that out at the website. And use their code, CommonFolk, to get 20% off. Married today? Hey, good luck on that. It's an awesome thing. I've been married now for coming up on 2 months. As of the 2nd? What you doing there, buddy? There we go. You're nice. Well, good luck on that. What time is it for you? It is 10:50. Next video today is peanut harvesting with Nate. As for what Tuesday's video is, I have not decided that yet because it has not even been recorded. Wife's doing good. What's Corey doing in the corn? That's actually Daryl, technically. Well, we're just chopping away as best we can. I'm doing pretty decent. Yeah, technically Omaha. Oh, yeah. I heard this song on TikTok, courtesy of a video. I don't know if anybody's seen this. It's the blue Mustang underneath the overpass. If you know what I'm talking about, I'm not saying any more than that. It's a blue SM95 Mustang. It is Dazdan Let It Whip. 3,800, the buck. Anybody else know what I'm talking about? Please tell me at least one person in this chat knows about the video I'm talking about. Not much. Just chilling around. Hanging around with the old silage harvester. This is in the Giants mod hub, but if you're on console, you can't get it to say cat. It just says Challenger. Well, hello, hello, hello. I'm not a hockey guy. I mean, if I had to, if I were to go choose and watch it, I'd probably watch something local like Lincoln Stars or Omaha Mavericks. But other than that, I'm not an NHL guy. I just never was really big into hockey. Oh, come on, I'm a little bit off. No, Elm Creek, I think, is Iowa. It's based on Iowa. Which is why the map sucked. Nah. Grant just doesn't really have time to post like he used to. So let it whip. Yes, Annie Clean works on really anything. Just don't put it in your hair because we're not liable when your hair falls out. Hang on, John. There we go. Yes, it should. That's a big dairy. Yeah. It was fun. Alice Chalmers D21. Yeah, Andy Clean's great. Works for a lot of great things. Just don't use it as shampoo because we're not liable when your hair falls out. Speaking of Andy, there's his truck. Hi, Andy. Can we get some Andy Cleans in the chat? We have the custom Andy emoji, and I still have not done the updated Red Solo Cup emoji. Why have I not done any of this? I told myself week in, week out that I was going to do that. I keep forgetting to do it. Not a big pickup guy. I mean, I like pickups, old pickups, but I would technically buy any of them to a point. I'd probably get a 2011 to 2016 Ford Power Stroke, though. That would be my ideal pickup. It still is rugged and built old, but has more modern amenities. And if you get one that's deleted, it's even better. Look at all those Andy Cleans. Tsunami. How on earth would I get hit by a tsunami in the state of Wisconsin? Can you please elaborate on that, how that's supposed to work? Jim gifted a Bucked Up membership, and that's going to go to Jason. So, Jason, welcome to the Metal Man Buck Club, courtesy of Jim for the month. Hope you do enjoy your time while you are here. Giving you guys a quick stream analytics update. We are at 289 current viewers, along with 215 likes. 250 will get us Red Solo Cup by Toby Keith. You have to head out. Thank you for stopping by. 1,200 views, almost 6.5 minutes of watch time, 17 on the chat rate, and 2 brand new members. Very, very nice. Okay. Keep on turning around. Nice. Okay, try and get him situated. It's a weed whacker, weed trimmer, weed stringer, I don't know. Yeah, I call it all of them. Apparently from, I didn't know this song was in Wreck-It Ralph, but it's Owl City. We're getting a little bit of pop action in here today. I had no idea this song was in Wreck-It Ralph. It's been years since I've seen that. But thank you for that super chat, bud. I do appreciate that. Whippersnipper in Australia. Nah, there's so many names for it. Nobody can agree on a name for that thing, I swear. I usually call it a weed whacker, but I've heard string trimmer, I've heard weed whacker, I've heard bushwhacker, the whole sheboygan. I am Nebraska. Main map, this is MRG. MRG Mapping did this one. Whoa. Nope. I gotta go now because the AI is gonna kick my butt. I don't really have a favorite truck. I'm not a huge truck guy. I'd get like a 73, not 73, a 7.3, 6.0 if it was done right. 6.7. I'd buy a Chevy, I'd buy a GMC. I'm not sure if I'd really buy a Dodge unless it was the right one, but mainly GMT 800 back to the square body. 50/20. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'd let her be on here, but I just keep her out of all this stuff because, you know, it's my personal life. You don't need to know everything about me. Hey, whoa, we are 39 minutes in. Holy cow, we're already half an hour on. We got to change the hat. And I'm not doing a hat game for this one because now that I have all of my other hats, I'm going to kind of try and change them up so you guys can see what they look like. This is the white variant of the bucked up hat. You guys have seen the blackout one completely a lot, so I'm not going to do that one. What's for consoles? It's honestly simple enough that it could be, but I don't think it ever will be. Yeah, that's the way we do it. Oh, we are full. Woo. Okay, hang on. Don't ever run across the feeder like that. I'd rather have a turbo 5020. I know the one without the turbo is not, it's a little bit less guts, but I don't think I'd want to have that big Kinsey engine. To me, it kind of ruins the aesthetics of the tractor, the body lines. So that really depends on what you're trying to do with it. If you're trying to do what I do, where you edit your own videos, make your videos, play the game with all max graphics, you're going to want something that's a little bit more overpowered, which that could cost you anywhere to $3,000 to $4,000. But if you're just trying to play the game on decent settings with quite a few mods, you could spend about $1,000, $1,500. I'm not a huge Massey Ferguson guy, but I'm also not against them, if that makes any sense. Like, I would use them, but they're not my first choice. Everything gets hotter when the sun goes down. Rentalman Buck is still my stage name, but I changed the brand of the company to Buck'd Up. I'm not a huge camper. I've camped before, but it's not really like the first thing I'm going to go choose to do on the weekend, if that makes sense. 260, I have more than that. I think I have 2 folders that have that many in there. It's amazing how many mods you can stack up in a game you play a lot. Studying? Nice. That's the way to do it. Just make sure you're focusing more on the studying, though, than the stream. Can't take you away from your studies. I'm doing pretty decent. How about yourself? Yeah. Yeah, I like the smaller Massey utility tractors. I think I have one in here. I'm not certain of that. Let me double check. Do I have a small Massey? I do not. I know I have a mod, though. It's a 2-wheel drive utility tractor. No, we do not need a pretty pink tractor. No way.
This old guitar and my dark sun.
It depends. Again, everything has its maybe. So if you're trying to make a mod that's super, super highly detailed and has so many configurations, yes, it's going to be difficult. But if you're just trying to make a flagpole, then that's not that difficult. Gun, all right. Hopefully I'll be at Husker Harvest Days. I'm planning to be there. I got my passes for it the other day. I'll be at Farm Progress too. But thank you for that $2 there, Farmer. I appreciate that. King Mods, Jake's Mod Site, Formal Mods, itch.io if you know the creator, Facebook Mods, and oh, hello. Plus, I either can also make my own mods or people send me the mods. That's where we sit. Well, sometimes you got to do that. The only thing I wish about this silage harvester is that I could turn just a little bit sharper. Come on, buddy. Probably a 1086. I'm not as familiar with the in-between like boxcar Magnums and the 86, 60, the 86, 06, 66 series. I'm more familiar with those farmalls. You like how many likes we're at? Hey, we're close. We're really close to Red Solo Cup. That's a lot. Not a huge fisher. If I go out to the lake every now and then, which is like, you know, once a year, maybe I'll take the fishing rod with me, but not a huge fisherman at all. Yes, I've been to Husker Harvest Days the last, I think, 3 years. I only go for 1 day on that one, though. I don't have a place to stay. Otherwise, I'd go for all 3. I am usually a Peterbilt guy, but my top favorite semi is a Western Star 4900 Lomax. Alright guys, so after Paradise City, we are going to be heading to Toby Keith's Red Solo Cup, courtesy of the 250 like goal. So thank you all for hitting that like button. If you haven't checked out the rest of the channel or hit that subscribe button, I'd highly appreciate if you would. We're going to keep on chopping away at the corn. We got about 45 minutes left on our stream. I got to get this guy turned around. I'm starting to figure out how to get this going without it causing issues. Yeah, I'm not doing Farm Sim Mobile. Sorry. If you're talking about 22, I've done 22 for basically since the day it came out, and those days are over, sadly. Nice. Nope, no, probably not doing any American Harvesting live streams. The problem is that American Farming is hosted on my phone, and I do a lot of controlling of like the music on my phone, so that's not really an option. You play both? Nice. Classic car, 1959 Chevrolet Impala, and it has to be a 59. Could be the Combine, could be Giants being Giants. That's kind of an unknown question. We're making pretty decent progress. Yeah. Well, what also really doesn't help is that I know that I could be running the AI on the chopper, which would make my life so much easier because I don't have to keep doing this start, stop, start, stop, start, stop with the Combine, or like this, setting the wagon. But the AI doesn't want to work with the chopper in this field, so I would have had to have started the field and only used the AI in this field if I was going to use the chopper and make it work without making me want to drill a hole through a wall. That makes sense. Got done mowing grass? Nice. I mean, in reality, we could also just start loading bunkers of silage and taking those in for sale, because I'm technically going to sell that. Would it be nice to make it into feed? Yes, but I kind of need some extra money, and if we're just going to have a whole bunch of silage that can just come right out of the harvester bin, then I hate to say it, there's no point in keeping the stuff in the bunkers, and then we can sell the bunkers once they're empty. Hey, Emily. Yeah, I don't have this thing called money. You think I could buy a silage trailer for $28,000? Good luck for that. I need to sell this trailer and get something bigger. I just don't have that money. I need to get that money. If I sell enough, I can possibly just buy a bigger trailer today during the stream. So this is the map that was constructed by MRG himself. I did not build this one. I am over 250. After this song will be Red Solo Cup. Well, this is what I can afford, so if I'm driving you nuts, I'm sorry, but I can't afford the good stuff, okay? And a clean Lego set? Nah, I just build a jug. spill a little soap jug. No, it would not be. I don't want 700 bales. I think I'm going to take some silage in. I think I'm just going to do that. Changes it up a little bit. Gives it something else to do. Except I probably should do the tractor that goes faster than 19 mile an hour. But the problem is that the only other tractor I have that would go fast enough is that thing. Let's just see what it would cost to do that. What is the cost of a trailer to haul with this thing? $95,000. That's reassuring. Okay, we got $60,000, and that holds $3,800. 84 grand. $84,000. I mean, we could technically just lease one. But even then, if I'm just trying to sell stuff off, I might as... I could lease it and take the stuff in. And that could pay for the lease. Financing. How do you do financing and do this right? Government subsidy? Yeah, we're trying not to do that. If I get rid of this though and I take loads in, it'll pay for itself. So let's do that. I want to work and see if I can buy a bigger trailer today. You ready, Solo Club? Ready? Nice. I've never really flown. The last time I was in a plane was probably 10 years ago on the way to Texas. But other than that, I have not done any of that. So we're gonna get rid of the Massey. It's worth $16,000. And we're gonna see if we can work to buy a bigger trailer by the end of the day. But we're gonna have to lease this sucker, and then we can put it back. Let's get ourselves a big one. 120,000. I don't think we need one that big. Save 20 grand. And I want to do this to make it look like a... I want to make it look like, oh, what do they call it? Oh, I can't think of it. What's the brand? What's the brand? H&S. Anything in use? No, there's none of these are in use, sadly. I would like to do that, but they don't have anything in there. Lining legs color, I already did that. And mud flap mounts, so let's do that black. So there you go. This will be our trailer to try and, you know, work with things. I could do 5,000. That's gonna hurt, but I think I can do it. Alright, get your cups in the chat, guys, because we're about to do a whole bunch of stupid stuff. Now, Red Solo Cup is the best in receptacle for barbecues, tailgates, fair... Yeah, the top dog. But you, sir, do not have a pair of testicles, and you prefer drinking from glass. Well, that's because I talk enough over the top of it. If I didn't do any talking, that would be a difference. But I also have to pay licensing fees. Woo! Red Solo Cup. Oh, I have a semi. I just needed to get the trailer. Let's have a party. I love you, Red Solo Cup. What? I'll lift you up. Eventually I will update the cup. Eventually. I like 69 Chevelles. They look great. Yeah, we're gonna take some loads of silage in to pay for some of this stuff. And this will be a lot easier to follow the chopper with. Okay, here we go. Yes, I do. I watch a lot of Welker. Let's have a party. Let's have a party. I love you, Red Solo Cup. What? I lift you up. Proceed to party. Proceed to party. And I've seen you in blue and I've seen you in yellow, but only you, Red, will do for this fellow.
You are the abbot to my Costello, and you are the fruit to my loom.
Red Solo Cup, you're the more than just plastic. You prefer Massey? Oh, we just got rid of our Massey trailer.
I'm not the least bit sarcastic when I look at you and say,
Red Solo Cup? I've not been to Florida, no. Yes, I did. I like the ignition switch. I actually use it all the time. This could take a little while. Yes, I did buy that Plains pack. I like it. Nope. Case is better? Nah. Nah. Nope. We see them, mother. Red Solo. Probably not. I'm just gonna be brutally honest. As much as you guys probably like it, or as much as we probably like it, I just don't see the likeliness of it. Well, hello, hello, hello. Nope, never been there either. John Deere 5020. I just basically put an attach joint underneath it, and I just used a mower that was already made. So you'd have to have the other mod to have the mower deck, but I basically put an attach joint underneath it to put the belly mower. They're pretty good, solid, well built, but I don't have one, so I can't give you a full review. On case, nice. How full are we getting? Oh, geez, we're not even like a quarter of the way there. I need to get a big wheel loader. This is all I got, though. You could do that, Bo. You could definitely do that. You go for it. And that, nice. That's a good tractor. I need to get some gravel down here. This is horrible with the ruts. Doing pretty good. We're just kind of loading the silage into our dump wagon. We're going to take this into town and see if we can get some money for it. And then we can start paying for some other stuff. This tractor's public, but I made a change to the front tires. And then I also fixed the sound. This tractor's been public for quite a while on Google, but I made my own little edits to it to make it what it looks like right now. I did not like the big tires, and I know that's what they have in real life from the front for this. But I converted the loader myself. It is a good looking tractor. I like this thing. It is a really great song. I like that song. But we're going to go to Brooks and Dunn with Neon Moons. Thank you guys for tuning in to our channel this week. Whenever I do streams, I usually try and do them on Saturday mornings for about an hour and a half. So 10 a.m. Central Standard Time is usually about the time we start that, if you are curious. But we're just working on some silage work, whether that be with the chopper or like what I'm doing right now, loading the wagon to take some stuff into market. I'm trying to get rid of these silage bunkers because I'm going to utilize the harvester bin for TMR. Yes, the loader is separate. There's always room here for the lonely. I need to get a big wheel loader, but I just don't have it. I don't have one. I need to get one, though. Just Google.com, 8000 series. Google.com, it's your best friend. Well, I'm not going to tell you exactly. What, do you want my social security number too while you're at it? What are you, the FBI? Get out of here. No, I'm from Nebraska. I'm on the eastern side of the state where the actual people are, and that puts me at 1117. Today is the next video. You did it? Nice. You do that. You saw Brooks and Dunn in concert? Nice. Google.com. Now it has different front rims and possibly sounds different, but I converted the front loader. This tractor in its entire, like the one you see on screen, is not public, but this tractor is public with a slightly different version. Google.com, guys. Google.com. It is your best friend. Doing pretty decent. Just trying to get silage loaded up. Maybe, if it fits in the schedule. Just kind of difficult when I know what the audience wants to watch, so I kind of gotta to appease what the market wants. Peanut harvesting with Nate. He called me down to Georgia for a new experience. Hang on, Swanee. La 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 la. Think I got it? Oh, I don't think I'm gonna get it. Dang it. Oh, I did. I got it. Nice. Ski-Doo? I don't mind him. All right, that's got to be close to 15,000 liters, likely. Yep. It is a PC mod. This is not a console-friendly mod. There was an 8400 or 80,000 series tractor that did go to consoles for 22, but that tractor has not been converted yet to my knowledge. Yes, I did get the collector's edition. I like the ignition box. I actually think I answered that earlier. Not a hunter. Never really did hunt. Just not my thing. Alright, let's take this into market, see what we can get for it. I don't even know where I'd be able to sell this. Maybe a farmer's market? There's the two options for it. There's a two-wheel drive and a front-wheel assist. Now, where on earth can I sell this? No selling points. That is great. That is awesome. That means I gotta go down and place something somewhere. So I might have to go set it down by this. Hang on, we might have to fix this quick. I gotta have somewhere to sell this stuff. Possibly do this. Something at the co-op that just you can sell everything at. This might work. Yeah, let's do this. This is gonna be kind of cheesy, but we'll do this and then I'll reimburse myself. Okay, so you guys did not see any of this, all right? You didn't see anything. It's supposed to be a quality of life thing. If I can't even sell it anywhere, then what's the point? You're all good. Yes, the map up in the map is right up in the top. Hey, David, welcome in. Sorry I didn't see you when you originally showed up. We're gonna take this into market, see what we can get. What do you mean by mod? There's a lot of mods on screen right now. Yes, that. Map should be public. It's on MRG. It's MRG mapping. Doing half decent. Half decent. Well, hello there. I drive an Impala 09. I do not drive a truck. I would say you do whatever you want. You could do an old school hay farm, combine the two. Always an option. No, that is not a console tractor and likely never will be. There is a version that was made back in 22 for console, but I don't see that being something that you guys could use. Right for right now. I don't think that mod's out. I like Cortland. I definitely like this map. The other MRG map I use, Ashley Corners, that's another good one. I just haven't really been playing around too much to really have a definitive, this is my favorite go-to map. I don't have a favorite WWE wrestler. Never really watched it. I know who some of the wrestlers are. Randy Orton, John Cena, The Big Show, The Punisher. Well, I think that's The Punisher. I don't know. I know a couple of them, but it's like, it's the big name ones. That's about all I have for an extent. You are the first, will be the last. Wherever you go, I'll be... Yes, this is the 4X map. Really should have flipped this around. It makes no sense to have the tents in the grass. We actually had that song play earlier. Alright, so $6,500. That's not terrible, but that is not going to pay for a new trailer. But we can have this guy follow the chopper and get a lot more material out of it. So, let's go follow the chopper with our new leased trailer. There's our co-op. Really good place. I feel that, Emily. I feel that. The Rock. Google.com. Google.com, guys. Use Google to find these mods sometimes. You'd be amazed what you could find with a search bar on Google. That also really could be misconstrued on saying that. So, yeah. Do what you want. I have no affiliation with that, but it's amazing what kind of farm sim mods you could find by using a Google search bar. You could drive now? Nice. I don't really have a favorite map. I mean, this one I really like, Cortland, Missouri. I really like this map. It's 4X, it's open. The fields might be a little bit big. I think Midwest Horizon was probably one of my favorites because the field sizes weren't huge. There was a lot of them, and the map had its terrain differences. Nice. Couldn't tell you. Get creative. Start something you've never done. Y'all's from Nebraska? Nice. Guys, we are officially in the last half hour of our stream. Thank you all so much for tuning in as long as you have. I've kind of been out of it the last couple days, so if I'm not like staying up on the like counter, which we got 309, 330 of you guys, that is awesome. 500 likes would be our next like goal for the YMCA Village People Special. You guys know it comes with that. If you guys want to check out the rest of the channel, we do have a video coming out this afternoon where I am helping Nate with peanut harvesting. A new experience for certain on my end. And yeah, $3,800 a buck with Cheap Tricks The Flame. This is by Smebby Modding. It is his International Eagle. OS Modding and Mapping. He's the guy that made the Forest River map. Alright, let's see if this thing gets stuck. I've heard of that. I appreciate that. That is Ashton Corners, another MRG map. That was the map we did the 80s series on back in the day. Eight-inch? Wow. Wow. Alright, we'll see you, John. Besides the Nebraska map? Whoa. Probably... I mean, Tahitian was really, really nice. I did like that. Alright, please tell me he doesn't get stuck. Please tell me he doesn't get stuck. He's gonna get stuck. What is he doing? Daryl, you screwed up. I am a Ford guy. We got a little bit of Kansas action here. Where are we all coming from? I'm Buck. I'm from Nebraska. I'm on the eastern side of the state where the actual people are. North Carolina, Vermont, Kansas, Illinois, North Dakota, South Dakota, Michigan. Nice. Massachusetts coming from all around. Canada, Minnesota, Michigan, Oklahoma, Indiana, Kansas. Nice. Kentucky. The chicken state. Kentucky. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Who here is gonna try and be at who here is gonna try to be at Farm Progress Show in Decatur, Illinois at the end of August? I know I'm gonna try and go. I already got my hotel booked. I'm not specific to certain kind of dogs. I like mutts. Yeah, there you go, Swanee. You have to, if you guys see me at one of those shows, you're gonna have to stop and say hi. Yeah. FarmCon? I'm not going to FarmCon. I already answered that. It is Ashton Corners. Yes, I will be at Husker Harvest Days. Only one day, and it's likely going to be the Wednesday. Canada can be whatever the heck it wants to be. Would it be nice if it was part of the United States? Probably. I mean, we got Alaska, so why do we have to cross borders to get to another one of our states? But I don't have any opinion on that. I have no idea if Forest River is a public map now, but Forest River, North Dakota is that map. No, I have not been. No, you cannot buy Andy Clean on my website. You could just get redirected to Andy Clean's site from the bottom link. When you scroll all the way down, it goes, our sponsors, that little thing. If you click Andy's logo, it'll take you right to his website. You buy it at John Deere dealers. We got about 15-ish minutes, roughly. About 16, maybe. Oh, this is gonna be so much nicer because that trailer, we're already at 21,000. That's how much the Massey held. Oh, I'm screwing up. There we go. Nice. Not that I'm aware of. I mean, usually I watch Max Velocity or Ryan Hall, y'all, just for the general updates, unless I check the weather app. No. Sorry, I like being U.S. Plus, I gotta turn this way. Kind of broke it when I did my pedal tractor. Not a huge Fent guy. I have nothing against him. I'm just not a huge Fent guy. It's his name. His name is Andy, and he likes keeping stuff clean. So Andy, clean. There you go. Ooh, this is a really good song. Okay, well, here's the problem. When the map started off, the corn was already like this. The map is set with corn and beans as the only crops. So while it is October, this crop should be being chopped at the green level. I'm just getting rid of the crop that I own so I can prep to start getting ready for the next season. That makes sense? The corn was like this when the map started, and I just went with it so I could have cattle food right out the gate. I'm also doing a silage operation single-handed, so this has kind of been an interesting task. If you're talking about Husker Harvest Days, probably only Wednesday. Farm Progress, I will be there all 3 days, and I'm going to see if I can get in touch with Farm Focus to have some hats for you guys if you wanted to buy some merchandise from me while I'm there. I can sign hats, I can do whatever, but I'll have to clear that with Andy since I'll likely set it up in his booth, but he's in John Deere's booth. So if I'm selling my own merchandise in John Deere's booth, John Deere might have a word to say about that. Well, it's because he's American, all right? He's a Midwest American. He knows what corn and beans are. Andy Clean, I think, where I'm at, a 1 gallon jug that will last you quite a while. I think those are about 50-ish bucks. You don't mix it with anything, you just run it straight. But it literally, I had a 1 gallon jug for probably close to six months to over 2 years. Well, yeah, probably close to 7 months, and I still never used all of it. I gave the rest of it to my buddy Thomas, because I got a 5 gallon jug, and I've been using quite a bit of that, but I'm still like half a gallon down, and I got that probably 3-4 months ago. If you're using it constantly, it pays for itself. PC. Grant will probably be there at Farm Progress, but not as much as me. I have no idea what day, what time, where he'll be, but he might be there for at least one day. Not a huge hunter, I'm not a hunter. I need to be sponsored. Hey, you go talk to Mother Deere and get me a sponsorship, and we'll talk. There we go. No. I don't want to be sponsored by Case. I want to be sponsored by Deere. I have all Deere stuff. What do you mean by side hill mower? I don't necessarily know what you mean by that. I've watched Gold Rush before, but I'm not a big Gold mining person. Not a huge F1 guy either. I'd rather watch NASCAR than F1. Oh, yeah, the 130. Yes, I do like that. Yeah, if I had money for it, I'd buy it, but that doesn't even exist in the game. Well, if you're talking about the brand new one, it doesn't exist. But the regular 9RX, those do exist. New. I actually run, I do baling with that. I make round bales out of that. Not a big F1 guy. Not a big F1 guy. Just not my thing. It's definitely a very, very challenging sport. I will not doubt that in the slightest, but just not my thing. There's a new 9RX. Did they put it in the game finally? Good morning. Welcome in. Wait. No, that's... Alright. No. That's an X9. More camping? Yeah, that's a harder market to do, though. I like both of those. Don't really have a least favorite tractor. And we are really just cutting along with this big trailer. This made such a difference. It'll pay for itself, I'm sure of that. Farm Demolition Derby. Just go to Wreckfest. Air and Space Museum over in Ashland, Nebraska is always usually pretty cool. I know, the problem is I don't really sightsee in my own state. I just kind of hang around. I don't really know any real attractions off the top of my head other than the Air and Space Museum. We also have the different parks around. So you have like Mahoney State Park, Branch Oak, I already said Pawnee. I meant, what's the name of that one? Mahoney State Park. That was courtesy of, I think, Nate chucking me. Nate just picked me up and threw me. This poor little blower, man. He's got to unload this whole thing into that. I don't really have a series that would need to be on Alma. I mean, the only one that I would do is Heritage Tractor, because Marty was saying they have a dealership not too far from there. But if I'm going to be doing the dealer series, I'm doing it with everybody, and that's going to be on Ray County, Missouri. So technically still Missouri-based, but not exactly in the same map. All right, please tell me this works. Come on. Come on. No. Oh, hello. Not too bad. About 10-ish, a little under 10 minutes, 7 minutes. Oh, come on, just get it. Please don't make me have to do this. This is gonna suck if I can't get this to work. Well, I couldn't get it to work, but this is a very, very small place. There it goes. This might take a little while to empty. Very, very slow. This is a really good song. I like this song. Guys, map is literally right in the middle of your screen. Right on the top. This is the Farmall A. Farmall A B family. What happened?
And her daddy stops by. He tells her it's a nice place.
Oh, he got off track. Dang it.
Starts talking about
Yes, I have heard of that. I have heard of Oliver. It's going decent. Almost got it all. $27,000. Going pretty decent. am a Ford guy. Oh, all right, we are empty.
One kid's crying, one kid's screaming, and she keeps apologizing. He says they
Well, the problem with doing Dukes of Hazzard is that our quality of the product has gone down because, one, the people that we would have in there aren't as readily available. The mods also aren't necessarily as easily available / there. And then, yeah. You're oh, geez. Okay, so we cannot drive this thing through here. That's nice to know. I am not down to give you guys an inferior product. How does that sound? I don't feel like that's fair. You guys get an inferior product because we're trying to cobble together something that used to be amazing. Don't want to ruin something because we can't provide the same level. I'm doing pretty decent. Nice. Yeah, Stevie-O's been retired for quite a while. Well, hello. With 4 minutes left, I don't think we have very much time. So we're going to kind of start winding down. I'm going to get this situation set back up. I'm going to kind of keep chopping until the end. I like the new trailer. I think it'll definitely help benefit us in the long run. I just said what happened to Stevie-O. He retired. He's been retired for years. Favorite apple? If we're talking like actual like apple that you eat, I'm a Honeycrisp guy, but I also don't mind a Granny Smith every now and then. I don't really know what that tractor looks like, so I couldn't really give you an honest opinion on it. I would think it's probably a good one. Yeah, this is a horrible turnaround. Wow. Okay, please tell me the axle swings far enough over to get rid of the majority of it. Cool, it didn't. That was awesome. Yeah, we're all in high school and drive our tractors to school. There we go. That's all right. Well, I hate to tell you, bud, but we're going to be done here in 2 minutes. Nice. Well, I want to thank you guys all for tuning in today. We had about 9 minutes of an average watch duration. That is awesome. That means we have fixed our stupid connectivity. For a while there, we were having problems where we could not get a good quality stream, but with that, we really bumped up our average watch time. 2,500 views, 14 chat rate, almost 300 people in here watching. The Elk Force has been a member for 2 months, 348 likes, 2 brand new members. What a great stream. Kind of a little bit out there. Kind of tried getting things figured out, but I think overall we did a really, really good job. We're getting a lot done. Watch the whole thing? Nice. Next weekend, we'd likely be back over on the hay sector of this. I just kind of wanted to do corn chopping today since I know that is going to take quite a bit of dedicated work. Plus, we need to start making cattle feed somehow. I might look into getting a combine, but it's going to be tight to know how we're going to do that. It is. It really is. You've been mowing grass? Nice. Yep. Both of those are accurate statements. All right. Well, I think that's all we're gonna have for you guys. So thank you all. Thank you. It has been a pleasure. Make sure you keep it light, keep it loose, keep it fresh. Check out the rest of the channel. Keep it fun. We'll just widen down a little bit. Zach will kind of carry us out. Well, yes, have a fantastic day, guys. I don't really know what else to do. I'm kind of just here. I've never really ridden a three-wheeler. It is hot, yes. But bye-bye, guys. Thank you all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We shall see you guys later. Why would I like Jake more than myself? I like myself. Jake's great though. I like Jake. I'll try not to. Yes, this will be a video once it's done. Yes, have a blessed day as well. Toodaloo.
So let me go down the line. We all burn, burn, burn.